have an assembly for the kiddos about mental health, right? I really was trying to put it out there that I really believe in wellness wherever you are, and I'm working really hard on developing programs and lessons and teachings and demonstrations to take what I do with my therapy office and take it to the world, right? And take it to as big an audience as I can get. Because again, the world is broken right now. People are fired up about all kinds of things. You got to do something, right? You got to do something. So that's my hope with things like this, these mindfulness meetups, these great hunting workshops. Just trying to increase my reach, increase my community there. I'm looking to start planning a retreat coming in the spring, probably late May, early June. Again, I just want to take wellness to wherever yinz are. I want to help as many people as I can. Not everybody's going to make it to my office. Not everybody's going to be able to do individual outpatient therapy. But there's a lot of people that can really benefit from some skill building, right? From conflict resolution skills, from some emotional regulation, right? So I think that is just something that I'm really going to continue to focus on for the next month. At least once per week, I'm going to be up in front of an audience, presenting, doing some public speaking, right? Maybe working towards being that motivational speaker. That's pretty incredible. That's something that I really want to do, but it also scares me shitless. I have a giant fear of public speaking. It makes me so terribly nervous. I think exactly why when my camera goes on, my brain goes down. It's the same kind of thing. It freaks me out. But I know to do what I want to do, to achieve the goal I want to achieve, I have to do it. Right? I have to get out there and get in front of people. I have to present, talk in front of people. I have to get used to doing it. Right? And that's what part of these screens are, right? It's part of what these videos are here, is get me used to that presenting, to practice, right? To get those reps in. Because the only way to get good at something is to keep on doing it, right? To keep on practicing. So it's just, that's what we're doing here, right? And I think that all ties in to the theme of what I wanted today's Mindfulness Power Hour live to tape episode is this idea of being unsafe versus being uncomfortable, right? Because our brains will really try to tell us that we're unsafe, that we're in danger, that danger will rob us, right? It's really going to be on fire up there. But are we really? Like, are we really unsafe, or are we just uncomfortable? And that's a theme that's been helping me kind of identify, when do I need to push through? When do I need to say, hey, I can't do this, that's enough, I've had enough, time out. Or when do I just need to suck it up and be uncomfortable and experience the thing, right? And I think that's where I like these kinds of things, these activities here, get those reps in, right? This is very uncomfortable. It's hard for me to do even this, and there's nobody here. So I have to practice. So when there are an audience, I have to be somewhat better, right? But none of that is being unsafe, right? Being a presenter, doing public speaking, doing a public speaking is not being unsafe. It's being uncomfortable. So I think that is just a really awesome theme to look into, to check in on, to kind of see what you're thinking about, where your brain is at, right? Are you actually unsafe? Are you just uncomfortable? What is going on, right? So I think that's just something I really want to make sure I bring up when we discuss them, right? Especially as we move towards what we're going to be doing is for meditation today, right? One of the things I want to do here is record a podcast, a couple different podcasts, right? I got to work on writing up some of the material for the one that I'm going to call Good Brain Food, right? I think that is going to be an exciting series talking about different parts of media, books, movies, TV shows, songs, everything like that could be considered good brain food, things that we should be feeding our brain to help us build stronger mental health, right? The other one, as I want to do, is mindful mornings, right, where we talk wine, we We talk about something we're grateful for. We identify positives in our life. We get that positive thinking kind of going. And then we do a simple kind of 10 to 15 minute meditation, right? And that's the goal, right? That's one of the goals we want to use this space for, right? We want to do a live Mindfulness Power Hour, record good brain food, record mindful moments, because those three things, hopefully, we continue to build that audience, we can get more workshops for it, more demonstrations for it, and just continue to grow and grow. As I hire our therapists and just expand the outpatient, we're just trying to do everything we can to heal the world, right? So I hope you guys are here for it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys keep tuning in and tuning back. I hope you guys will share the shit out of this stuff and tell everybody about it, what we're trying to do here at August West Wellness. What we're trying to do is the yinz therapist, right? Bring counseling and mental health support to anyone and everyone out there under the sun. I've just kind of been rambling because I wasn't even sure what was going to go on today. I wasn't even sure I was going to make it here today. But here we are. My therapist got sick, so I was able to cancel that. I do have a very important meeting with a U.S. representative today, this afternoon. As part of my duties as council president. So I do have to skedaddle a little earlier than maybe I wanted to. But again, that devotion, the dedication, the change, the showing up and showing out for myself and for this guy. Sometimes we're going to make that choice. We know it's an easy choice, but sometimes we got to make it. So in terms of things we like to talk about, we like to talk about the positive things that are going well, right? As of last week, I was able to get all 4 vein lifts in over the last 2 weeks, right? That's self-care. Working out is definitely important. This week is deload week, so it's a little lighter in the workflow, which is nice to give your muscles some ability to recover, right? And I got bench pressing day today. So we're just going to keep working on that goal of getting 3-4 days of the week, maybe until we get all 4 vein lifts at least every 2 weeks, and just keep building and building and building. Hopefully the weather continues to get nice so we can get out there and get riding that bike, right, and get that cardio in. We've got to keep working on eating right. That's definitely been a major issue lately with the cold and the sickness. We just have not really been eating right. So we got to do better there. Hopefully, we just keep pushing and keep working more food healthy things. And again, that right there, that self-care talk. I think one of the most important parts of these Mindfulness Power Hours is it gets you guys thinking about your self-care. What is your self-care? What investments are you making in yourself? What are you doing to make your life easier, better, smoother, more fun, more enjoyable, more fulfilling? Because it's all choice, right? Sometimes our choices are limited, sometimes there are barriers and time restraints and things like that, no doubt. But it still really boils down to making choices, making priorities. Right? That's where I talk about in my videos, being able to choose self-care. And I hope you guys are able to choose self-care. Right? So please, what are you guys doing? Let me know, comment, share. Let's hear it. Right? What is yinz guys' self-care looking like? Right? What are yinz guys doing to soothe that soul, heal that brain, and make the world a better place for yourself? Gratitude, right? Trying to always talk about what we're grateful for, what we're thankful for. I think right now I'm just thankful for my schedule, the job duties that I have currently, to allow this kind of flexibility, to give me this time on Thursdays, to do something like this, to be able to give this a shot. I've been recording on my own in my office for almost 2 years now, off and on. I think this is a nice way to really pick it up. I want to hit 100 hours with Mindfulness Power Hour, right? 100 episodes. So this will be, I think, 26, 27. So we have 70-ish more to go. Once we hit 70, we'll see where we're at, right? That'll be about another year and a half. We'll see where we're at, right? If we hit 70, if we hit 100 episodes, and still nobody's paying attention, and still nobody's watching, and I still have no fans, and yada, 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 maybe we'll change gears and try to see if something else is more effective. But you got to take your time. You got to invest in things. You don't get good at something right away. It takes time and investment. The same thing with working out and self-care, deep breathing, right? When I first started my meditation routine, I could barely get 30 seconds in before my brain spiked and interrupted me, right? Now I can do 20, 30 minutes every morning. It's a much different ballgame. It really, really is. It took me time to get there. So I'm grateful for the time that I have to devote to this, that my schedule allows for things, that I've been able to kind of consolidate clients and sessions and move things around, be free for these few hours every Thursday morning. What are you guys grateful for? What is going good in your life? What successes, what wins, what victories do you want to celebrate? Again, let me know. Let me hear from you guys. Let's talk about the good. There's so much bad in this world. There's so much chaos. There's so much pain. Let's talk about the good. Let's talk about the good, right? And then, really anything else that I want to talk about. One thing I want to mention is this quote from Charles Dickens that I found. It says, "Do all the good you can and make as little fuss about it as possible." Right? I love that because I feel so many of us do good things, get noticed, get attention, right? And we do good things only when other people are watching. And I always will say, always will say, you should do good things no matter who's around, no matter who's watching. And it's even more important to do the right thing, the good thing, when no one's watching. Right? It's the right thing to do. You should do the right thing to do the right thing. Right? It shouldn't be about the attention, the accolades, the awards. Right? I think that is just a wonderful quote. I'm not a huge fan of quotes. Don't worry. But I like that quote. And now, so that brings us to the practice rep here, right? To conclude this practice round of the Mindfulness Power Hour. Hopefully this one has been recorded with sound, and I was able to upload it to YouTube. What happened? Yeah, this is why I have to practice. Get it all figured out. Hopefully this one has been recorded with sound, and we will be able to upload this to YouTube here before the weekend is up. And this is now where we're going to get into meditation practice for today, right? Because that's one of the biggest reasons I want to be here with Mindfulness Power Hour, is to force myself to take a moment for reflection, to help others take that moment for reflection as well. I am a certified meditation teacher, right? But because of my public speaking fear, it's been really hard for me to embrace that, right? To get out there and teach people this wonderful skill. That's why I want to include these kinds of exercises during this course. That's why I want to practice these meditations and have a whole podcast series of just those, right? So we're going to get after it, right? So what we're going to do here today is we're going to work on just taking deep breaths. I have a certain phrase that I want us to focus on and go over. We're going to do a body scan to try to help with just kind of our awareness. And then we're going to count and as we focus on the feeling of our breath, right? How it feels going in and out of our body. So, again, this is where the nerves kick in. Right? About public speaking here, it becomes so huge, and it's just like, but I do want to do it. Meditate 20, 30 minutes a day, right? And use those space, and it's generally the same format each and every time, and that's what builds the strength of it, right? So we're going to really kind of move into a format, especially with that mindful morning series, and we're trying to really keep it in that same kind of way. And so a little differences here and there, different themes here and there, but just, again, try to build those reps, right? And the biggest thing for me is taking the pause and taking that time to really rest through it. My goal is that this meditation will last about 10 to 15 minutes. Let's see how I do. So, to get us started, we're trying to clear the airways and get the brain right. Let's make sure we take a nice big deep breath in. Feel that belly flow there. Nice and slowly out your mouth. So big breath in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe out. And hold it. Slowly breathe out. Now you can leave your eyes open, you can close them, make sure you're comfortable, whether you're sitting or laying down. We want to work hard to block out the world and not allow those intrusive thoughts in. We want to tell our brains we're focusing here, we're meditating, we're breathing. We want to let those deep breaths continue in and out, filling that belly as we focus on this theme for today. I listen for the wisdom that grows quietly. I trust the answer will bloom in divine timing.